Okay guys, we're back with the Typhon one more time, and we are gonna now take care of that rear cup. Remember we showed you that cup? That cup has a crack. Let's zoom in. That cup right there got a crack. If you could look right there, it's cracked up. No, that's from the impact. But let's zoom back out. So we did have another diff here from the felony, and the only difference here and there is this one has 1,000,000 oil inside, 1,000,000 diff oil. This one doesn't. So, and I know the ring gear on this is on this side, so it should be easy for me to take care of that without messing, going crazy on that diff oil. Anyways, I'm gonna take off this wing, which gonna need a little bit of filing. And at the same time, I could work easier on that, so I'm gonna have to file this guy. And this is loose. I'll put some bolts on that, and I'll put some nuts on that instead of bolts. That's what I meant to say was. And now, as you can notice, this sway bar just popped out of there from the impact. So let's just, you know what? We don't even need to mess with this yet. I could loosen these two bolts to get that back in. But let me get into that diff. I'm gonna try to get all the bolts out. And the battery is low. I'm gonna have to charge that up, and we will come back. So my lighting is really crappy. I don't know what happened. I dropped in after that. It's just been freaking yellowish. Anyways, charged up my battery here, and just a perfect angle right there. Yep. Every time a bolt falls, I never find it, but I have spares. So there's 4 bolts on this cover, and there is a trick. Like a lot of people, there is a trick to get this cover on. Okay, a lot of people, even me, I struggled. So to get this cover on, I'm gonna just show you a small little trick. You have to get the top end first, stick it in, and then push the bottom in, and that's how that goes. Usually, it just if you're lucky enough, it just goes right in. But anyways, there's our diff that did 127 miles per hour. That lubrication and everything should have been splattered all over, just like on this cover here. Look at that, splattered all over. Anyways, we're gonna pull this baby out of there, and there you go. There's our diff. So our cracked cup here is on the good side. Perfect. Should be easy enough to do. So we got ourselves a diff here. Let's open this baby up, and let's get this open first, because that one's gonna be a mess. Okay, it's definitely gonna be a mess. So I'm gonna put this cover to the side here, and let's get this out of here. Let's switch up our sockets, and what we're gonna do is we'll get another tissue. A lot of tissues laying around. So this is the same. This is 4514 GP5. Okay, so I do have GP5 gearing in my Typhon. So what I'm gonna do here is, this is the beauty of having spare pieces. So the reason why I changed this diff here was because I had another crash. It was on, I don't know which car it was. I think it was a felony. And the rear diff just broke right there. And I had that laying around. Okay, so there's our diff. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply just let this sit there. So this shouldn't be a hard task, okay? So what we're going to do is going to grab this up, just like that. We're going to remove the 4 bolts here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what we're gonna do here is so it's gonna sound different, look different, because this oil is much thicker than, okay, I still got this freaking bolt. It's much thicker than this freaking bolt. Come on, stop playing with me. It's much thicker than what we got in the other diff. So what we're doing here simply is we're gonna swap. Okay, the seal stays behind, so this has its own seals, came off, and the seal from this stayed with that. So these are the pretty much same gearing, so I could just simply take this whole gearing here and drop it in there. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, but I am gonna put a little bit of more. First, I need to clean this oil off. Okay, I need to clean this oil off. So just so that you guys know, there is a shim. Okay, do I have a shim here? Okay, there's no shim here. Okay, there's no shim here. There is a shim underneath this. There's a shim underneath this, and there's an orange looking seal that's there. So that's very important. If you're taking that apart, watch my other videos, you will see that. So I'm going to take a little bit of 1 million of fluid here. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. Because I do want to pack up whatever we missed there. So we are going to put a little bit of a more million in here. So talking about the gear here, this is a 45 tooth gear. Originally you will have probably like 52 or so. So this is the cracked one right here. Just want to confirm it. So this is a cracked one. So we're gonna take this. So we do have the 4515. That means your input gear is 14. So we do have the seal here. All the seals are there where they were supposed to be at. And we're gonna get this cup diff to sit right where it's supposed to be at. And hopefully we find that didn't go perfect as planned, but got it in there. Let me get another bolt on the opposite side. Okay, I'm gonna get two in there, and after that you need to see if it moves. Sometimes your gears won't sit properly. You will crack the diff, and that'll be end of that. So let's put the other bolts in there. So if you guys doing something similar, go for it. And I do have a lot of lube on this, so you do need to throw some lube onto the diff. So what we're gonna do here is, so pretty much we got a good amount of lube there. So we're gonna just take this rear end of the diff. So this one goes this direction, and make sure everything is nice and free. And we're gonna drop this diff in. The axle shaft. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause, clean up my hands. I'm gonna come back so we can do it. You know what? It's okay. Let's get this baby in right now as we speak. So we're gonna have to get the axle in from this side, and we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best. So let's get this in, and after that, it's gonna be a little bit of magic work here. You're gonna have to twist and turn. I like to use my tools here to just twist these, because these bolts right here do bother me always. So let me get the other side as well. I'm gonna use this instead. It's skinnier for me to reach in there. So once I turn this, the other side is gonna try to turn. So you're gonna have to work some magic, and it will drop right in. And after that, we're gonna take our cover. Remember, we lost the bolt. So again, this is the trick I was telling you about. You guys are gonna put this top end in first, and then just tap on it. And that thing is perfectly straight. Now I'm gonna get all the bolts. Let me clean up my hand and we'll come back. Okay, so we're looking good. And gonna switch up my tool here. And what we're gonna do is, so you have to get all the bolts properly. Other than that, you're not gonna be able to close this cap up. So what I like to do is I like to put one and just wait. Get it in a perfect angle. Even if you hold, I use my drills like all in different angles. I've been doing it for a while, so everything just works out for me. So I'm gonna use another one of these, because remember, every time I drop a bolt, I just can never find it off that floor. And this baby goes up there, so I should be able to. And I just don't want to push one in all the way. And this is, so these GP5 diff gearing, if you're doing this, there is a little bit of mod you have to do. You have to watch my videos on that, because once you close everything up, your diff is not going to spin, and there's a reason why. Because this gearing doesn't have enough clearance, and let me figure this out. Something's wrong here, so it might be what I was talking about. So we don't have a clearance in there, so I can no longer turn the diff. But I do have a video on that. Check that out. I am pretty much done here. I'm gonna put this back in. I gotta get another shaft here. This one is damaged, so this one is damaged here. The dog bone is damaged, and other than that, we're all set to go. And I'm putting this, and I'm gonna file up my wing, and I'll put the wing on, and we're good to go. Thank you for watching my video, and I gotta get this phone.